Hey guys, welcome back to Hearthstone. We're gonna play more on our hunter because we need one more hunter win to complete our quest.
Rexar versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Let the hunt begin.
Okay, so we're playing against Priest, so again we don't really want our arcane shot. Stampede and Kodo is a little bit too slow. We want fast cards. So tracking is fine, but let's look at 3 cards and kind of filter through our deck. We are actually playing second, so we get the coin, which we see here. It's an X card in hand and another card. We're gonna track. Okay, you always pretty much want to take the Buzzard in this deck. If we had something like Divine Shield, I'd take Blood Knight. But Buzzard is whenever you summon a beast, draw a card, which is our accelerant. That helps us draw cards. Since our minions are weaker, we can get comboed really bad. We need a way to draw cards. And Buzzard is that way. Especially if we can combo it with Unleashed Hounds. We got Ragnarok's good endgame card, but not very good at turn 2. But we'll hold on to him. He can be really bad against the Priest because the Priest has really easy ways to kill him. Priest's card says kill minion with more than 5 health. Oops, teleport. Deal 2 damage if already in Shuffle, deal 3 damage. So his power is now deal 2 damage rather than heal 2. Which is pretty good. Really good actually. I've never seen that before. But we can play our Buzzard, but we'd only end up drawing 1 card. And we can have up to 10 cards in hand. So we're not going to give him value on his thing. He can do 2 damage to our face if he wants. But, which is really good because our 2 powers deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. His do 2 damage to anything. Which is very powerful. So, yeah. Okay, so I think we actually I don't really like playing the Buzzard and the Timberwolf because it's only drawing 1 card and there's so much value in the opportunities further. But if he doesn't play cards, Unleash the Hound's never gonna be good either. But I think we're gonna wait another turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, we can afford to wait 1 more turn. So. And he has 6 cards while we have 9 cards, so we're not really hurting for cards. Okay. I'm just gonna track here. See if I can pull something sweet out. Yeah. Guess we're gonna do this. I'm just gonna do that as well.
Done.
Just to try to keep a couple of my minions alive. Hopefully he doesn't have an aura and kills all of them, but that's a chance.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Okay, so we can't use multi-shot anymore. Okay, so that's probably our best choice. So I'm gonna multi-shot to do damage. Then I'm gonna fish it off. I could have attacked with the beast, but this card's not hugely helpful. I actually should have attacked the beast because we would have been left with. Oh no, we don't have 8 cost. Kind of expensive way to take care of 2 creatures, but we ended up with creatures on the battlefield, which is good. Yeah, see, that's the card I was scared of. But now, what we can do is, hopefully we don't get Misha. Yeah, okay, got Leacock, which is good. He gives pretty much how there's 3 companions you can get. You can get a taunting guy, which is Misha. You can get Hogger, which is has charge, and you can get Leacock, which gives 1 damage to everything. So I don't know if he even has any creatures in his deck. We're probably not going to want to play Ragnaros until we see Mind Control, because we can lose the game from the Mind Control of Ragnaros. So I'm going to probably trade my Houndmaster for him by using Defender of Argus. Because I don't think I want to use those 2. I guess, what's that, 6? And at least we have 2 mana to spare? No, because... yeah.
I wonder.
Probably want to kill that one as well, though. But yeah. Or... no. Either way, we're not getting great. So trade there.
To my side.
And it's a very slight play mistake there. I could have got 1 more damage. I should have played, and I thought about it as well, playing the Beast Companion first. Then if I get Leacock.
What you want?
Okay, we'll use lots of taunters here.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
So here we can... so we have a really good explosive shot here, actually. Explosive shot here, bolts up these 2. And we could have actually unleashed the Hounds there, which would have been a good play.
Well played.
So we can see how much damage we do.
The breach.
Yeah. And that's the kill. Slight play mistake there, but we are so far ahead it didn't cost the game, and that's a very minimal play mistake. But it would have been useful, so we got our 60 gold, and we got a Tundra Rhino for our level up. So we have A4 of 100 damage. So some people might quit, which wouldn't actually be that bad of an idea, is to quit now. But tomorrow we're likely to get another mission, and this video is only 8 minutes, so we may as well continue on. So Priest or Warlock? I built a Warlock deck earlier. It's again not great because my Warlock is very high level, and we don't have a lot of the really good cards. But it's decent, and I think we can probably do good enough in the ranked to continue on. So we'll just enter in and see how we do. So Warlock is a lot more tempo based, and it's about card advantage. His ability deals 2 damage to you and you draw a card. So life is at a premium for the Warlock, as he generally doesn't have a way to gain health either, or really at all, unless you're using the cards inherent in the kind of cards that everybody's available.
Shall be mine.
So kind of slow hand. Might actually toss those back. Chivonier is a better card than almost anybody thinks of. Like, people suspect it now because they understand. When they understand it, a lot of people didn't really see how good it was. He's a 4/5 for 4 mana, which might not seem that great, but when you think about it, with 4 health, or 4 attack, he destroys everything. He's also in the Priest sweet spot. Priest has an attack that, play a card, has an attack that, or a card that destroys minions with less than 3 health or more than 5 health. 4 being the sweet spot right in between. So probably we can Mortal Coil here to kill that. Yeah, I like that. The thing you have to be really careful with wizards is give them spell damage. However, you want to cast a second, because if it kills it, it draws a card. So we want to make sure the Mortal Coil is what kills the minion. We can, if we really wanted to, we could ban that and then life tap, but we want to save this for tempo later on. For example, if we don't get anything next turn, we can coin and then play the Yeti. So use a secret. The secret could be a set of cards. So we know, I know it's not, so it could also be, yeah, see, I baited it out. He played Mirror Entity, which gives him the exact copy of whatever creature I played. So now I know he has a 3/1. I might want to play a creature 3 mana over tapping to draw a card. So I will play the Acidic Swamp Ooze. The Acidic Swamp Ooze is cool because it's one of the few cards that totally destroys enemy weapons. So it's quite useful. So he has no way to kill my 3/2 unless he kills this. But he knows I'm going to trade there. Oh, I guess he can freeze it now. Oh, it's only freeze when it's attacked. Apologize. So I'm going to play Chosen Yeti. I'm going to kill that guy. And we'll just attack. So what he can do is he can spend 2 mana to Fire Blast and kill our Acidic Swamp Ooze, which is fine because he's using 2 mana to do that, which means he can play less of the cards in his hand. So I'm fine with that.
We have many secrets.
Okay, if he has a secret, he plays it for free, which he did. Okay, I have a couple cards here. I'm gonna play Argent Squire just in case it's another. Yep, see it's another Mirror Entity, so I gave him a one mana card. I'm fine with that. I'm now gonna play Defensive Argus to boost him, so I can kill the 3/5 without losing very much there. And then I'm just gonna attack and do the 1 damage. We could use so far, but it's really not worth it. The good thing about coin is, Sofa might discard coin, which is probably your best card to discard because you got the coin for free. So he's gonna polymorph. He's polymorphing a frozen minion. So in the end, we pretty much got ahead there. So, and he's just attacking there. Yeah, that's fine with me. So we're gonna tap here, since we don't have anything better to do with our mana. I'm going to trade the sheep for his 4/1, and then I'm going to attack his face. We want to save this to the end, or to trade efficiency, not just to do 4 damage to him. So, we could play these things, but there's no real advantage, because we'd lose 2 minions, and he'd only lose the shield. So. So, kills that. So unless he doesn't gain much by that play, because I can just trade for free there. Don't quite understand that play, but I don't think it's super high level. We're going to tap first. And then let's play the walker. We're going to kill the kobold. And we'll just end our turn. If he wants to either trade there or deal 2 damage, I'm fine with that. Yeah. Go through and freeze it. Okay. So Sunwalker, and we're gonna tap again. We want to get lots of cards in our hands. Oh, that's amazing. If I get that out, I'll have a 9/9 Blood Knight because of he'll absorb the 2 Divine Shields. Hopefully that creature keeps his Divine Shield, and he doesn't pop mine. He probably will pop with the yeah. Okay. I'm still fine. Ooh. So.
To Northrend.
Charge here.
Glory to the
Gonna go Blood Knight to absorb both shields, get a 9/9. And attack in. I don't think I need to kill the 1/1. Also, we know that we have 10 damage in hand as well. So, I say more than 10 plus a 4. So he, okay. Okay, I think we win.
For Lorthamar.
So there you go. So kill. It's interesting that we kill a spell that wiped the board, but we could have used anything. We did get the beatdown achievement, but again, we're likely to get another 40 mission tomorrow that we can just re-roll. If you do get a 60, it's not a huge loss. So, anything else I can really show you? I guess I can show you, just kind of highlight some of the cards that have always been huge in play. So, Argent Squire, I'll just kind of go through some really good cards to get for your decks. Argent Squire is always solid, it's one of the more solid cards. Leopard None is liked in aggro, but Argent Squire beats Leopard None. If I'm playing first, I play Argent Squire, and you play Leopard None, I'll trade my Leopard Squire for your Leopard None, you deal 2 damage to me. But you're down a card, you trade that card for 2 damage. However, in the opposite case, if I have a trade between Argent Squire and Leopard None, and for some reason I know you have nothing in hand and no reason to kill it, Leopard None's better because it does twice as much damage, obviously. So Doomsayer is useful in some cards that are trying to stall, because at the start of your turn it deals all minions, and by turn 2 it's hard to deal 7 damage. Loot Hoarder is a really good card, and it comes off the back of when this card used to be better. This card used to be a 1/2 for 2 mana, which means it traded with all the 1/1s, and you draw the card immediately. People still play it, but Loot Hoarder is by far better because it's a 2/1. The only downside is you draw the card when it dies, but again, kind of minimal. So, Arcane Golem is an interesting card. It's played in the really high-end aggro decks. Giving your opponent a mana crystal is very punishing to yourself, especially if they have a way to deal 2 damage and kill the Arcane Golem. The reason is, if you're playing first, or even if you're playing second, you play this on your 3rd turn, your opponent now has 4 mana on their turn 3, or 5 mana on their turn 4. Both those manas are pretty critical. The only time where it doesn't punish you is when your opponent's on 10 mana, you can't have more than 10. It becomes a 4/2 for 3, but still, it's a really big trade-off. Blood Knight is a card you see in and out of decks. You saw it there. You can eliminate, it's really useful on cards where you can eliminate the Divine Shield, but it's also just very solid to gain +3/+3. We haven't actually saw it, and I believe I had it in my 100 deck, is Harvest Golem. Actually, I believe I have it in both decks. Harvest, or maybe I don't have it in my Hunter because it's not a beast. Hunter kind of focuses on beasts because you can draw cards and give them attack. But Harvest Golem is when it dies, it summons a 2/1. This might not seem that great, but seeing as it's a 2/3 for 3 mana, which isn't bad looking at all the other cards here. They're around 2/3, 3/3s. But when it dies, you get a 2/1. which is more value, and 2/1s considering cost about 2 mana, 2/1. Even though it has an ability, still, there's there's very few 2/1s for 1 mana. So, and the other thing that's great about this that you might not have realized is if your opponent wipes board, if you have something that says kill everything on the board, that ability kills everything and did the death roll, and then you still have a 2/1. So it's really powerful in that way. Is you still have a creature on the board afterwards. It also triggers come into play abilities more. Don't want to miss. Yeah, we've seen Defender of Argus. You know it's amazing. You kind of got to see how good Yeti is, but you'll see further. People like Sentient Shield Master is a good card, especially in draft where taunt is life, and it's 3/2 taunt. Nomus Inventor is a card that's mostly just good in draft, but it has kind of been known to venture out into other decks. The reason it's good is it's a 2/4, which can trade with all the 2/2s, plus you draw a card off it. It's mainly a card advantage card when you can get it off your opponents. Azure Drake, it's kind of fallen off recently, but before it was absolutely godly card. Because not only do you get the spell damage, you get to draw a card. So you're getting a free 4/4 for 5, which is good enough with additional spell damage, which is one of the better abilities in the game. So, Kodo is a card that never used to be played, but is being played a little bit more in Hunter because of how many creatures are 2 mana. You saw I picked it over a lot of good cards because I knew my opponent would probably be playing a Keeper of the Grove, which I could punish by playing a Kodo. So it's a card that's seen a little bit more now. But it's generally not really well seen as a great card. We saw our finisher in the last game, Argent Commander, one of the very powerful and popular cards. It's a 4/2 with charge and Divine Shield, which is useful because what you can do is it can kill a 4. Like, if you played that one and deal 3D damage, I can play this kill creature and I still have a creature on board because the Divine Shield destroyed it and I charged into your creature and killed it right away. Sunwalker, we saw Sunwalker is a card that never really entered the competitive scene, really, but it's a very solid card outside of that because it's a taunter and it has Divine Shield. It's a 4/5. It's just solid. Savalis, really good in situations. Also kind of falling out of play. This is more because of how the meta is changing and what we saw of Magnaros. There's a lot more cards here that I don't own. Maybe we'll go through those next time. Probably about reaching our stopping point. So I'd like to thank you guys for coming and playing some Hearthstone. We will probably do an arena here sometime once I clear out this hunter. I did want to run the arena all at once, kind of. So, but we will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for coming out, guys.